3 rock stars. Nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man. The leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man. The leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet them, I'm buying, at least in no beamer. I'm buying no kind of, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a, tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim, in my denim, she was trying to for it out, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane hacks for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run for money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the bigger the be one of the on the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Voyagers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! Green, 39! Green!
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Cooper was the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Sony Michel, his first carry. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Dorsett on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy.
Pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills getting set to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it your way, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Gone. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Dorsett. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A handoff. It's Murray. And an alley to run. And they get this one to about the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Watching that, Barney.
They go back to Murray on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. They go play action here on first down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the defense has come up with it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught at the end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From midfield, here's Allen trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Green 39. Green 39.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
3-19. Gone.
Now Allen again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now out comes Houston. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Well, this is hauled in by Matthews. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Michel. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
And this will be taken at the 13. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. That got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run with Michelle. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Detroit!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a dump off to White. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Over!
Back to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Set to Valve. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
first down carry here for McCoy. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Allen to throw it. Completes it right side to Cooper. 20! And that one results in 35 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami.
And a loose football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Second down, here's Allen. Being chased out left. Allen hit, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, we got three down. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Dorsett, 93 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Allen looks to throw on second down. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Allen to throw once more. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here we go now.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
He's going to let it fly, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And it's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills cut into that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Hauschka adds the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a pitch out to Michel. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the home team here, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week.
take care of the money, they